हेलो स्टूडेंट्स, कैसे हो आप लोग। आज अपने स्टार्ट करने वाले क्लास 10 का साइंस सब्जेक्ट चैप्टर नंबर 13 अवर एनवायरनमेंट का वर्कबुक सॉल्यूशन करेंगे। तो स्टार्ट करेंगे वीडियो को। सेक्शन ए, ईच स्टेप्स और लेवल ऑफ बोथ द फूड चेन फॉर्म्स अ ट्रॉपिक लेवल। Only 10% can be taken as the average value for the amount of organic matter that is present at each step and reaches the next level of consumers. Next, the ultraviolet radiation from the sun causes skin cancer in the human beings. All the animals in food webs are consumers. Use of chemical like a CFC is harmful to ozone layer. Very little usable energy remains after for tropic level. Okay. Next, ecosystem. True false. Ecosystem consists of only biotic component. False. Next, the number of consumers are always less than the number of producers. उसमें आएगा ट्रू। नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन 9, द माइक्रोऑर्गेनिज्म लाइक बैक्टीरिया एंड फंगाई ब्रेक डाउन द डेड रिमेन्स एंड द वेस्ट प्रोडक्ट। ट्रू। गार्डन्स एंड क्रॉप फील्ड्स आर आर्टिफिशियल इकोसिस्टम। ट्रू। यूवी रेडिएशन डैमेज O3 लेयर, तो उसमें आएगा फॉल्स। ओके, नेक्स्ट, चूज द मल्टीपल आंसर। Which of the following groups contain only non-biodegradable items? तो DDT, plastic and polythene. Which tropic level lowest energy available in ecosystem? तो higher, carnivorous. Next, the agriculture farm with the wheat, crop, snack, peacock, kite, rat, etc. each occur in the food chain. Pesticides are sprayed regular time interval. Which of the following animals has the lowest concentration of the pesticides? तो आएगा rat. 15. There are more herbivorous than carnivorous in a food chain because food avail more and easily to the herbivorous than carnivorous. Next, how much energy capture and convert into food energy by the leaves of green plants in the terrestrial ecosystem from the energy of sunlight? तो अबाउट 1%. नेक्स्ट स्टेटमेंट दिए गए, उसके रिगार्डिंग आपको आंसर देना है। ओके, स्टेटमेंट और रीजन दिया है। द मैक्सिमम कॉन्सेंट्रेशन ऑफ द नॉन बायोडिग्रेडेबल केमिकल्स आर get accumulated in our bodies and human beings occupy the top level of the food chain. मतलब यहाँ पे स्टेटमेंट और रीजन दोनों करेक्ट है। करेक्ट। नेक्स्ट, ओजोन लेयर एब्जॉर्ब द हार्मफुल अल्ट्रावायोलेट रेडिएशन। फर्स्ट पॉइंट स्टेटमेंट ए क्लियर है। ओके, नेक्स्ट देखो, स्टेटमेंट ए कंफर्म करेक्ट है। स्टेटमेंट बी की बात करेंगे। रीजन, ozone at the higher level of the atmosphere is product of UV radiation acting on oxygen molecules. देखो, ओजोन लेयर है, हाई लेवल पे होता है एटमॉस्फेयर पे, प्रोडक्ट ऑफ यूवी रेडिएशन एक्टिंग ऑन ऑक्सीजन मॉलिक्यूल्स। मतलब देखो, आपका बोथ स्टेटमेंट और रीजन बोथ करेक्ट है, बट रीजन इज नॉट अ करेक्ट एक्सप्लेनेशन ऑफ द स्टेटमेंट ए। नेक्स्ट, गिव फुल फॉर्म ऑफ CFC, क्लोरोफ्लोरोकार्बन। Mention the role of decomposer. The breakdown the complex organic substance into simple organic substance. Which is the most significant energy conversion occur in autotrophs? So solar energy convert into chemical energy. Next, write the food chain of aquatic organism at the least 3 steps. So algae, small aquatic plants, small aquatic insect fishes and the big fishes. Next, UNEP full form, United Nations Environment Program. Next, can any single organism occupy 2 different tropics level? Yes or no? तो yes, Rat occupies herbivorous trophic level as the primary consumer and also occupy the carnivorous trophic level as secondary consumer. Define ecosystem. A system formed by an interaction between biotic component and physical environment is called an ecosystem. Question number 26. Why does aquarium have to be clean once in a while? So because metabolic waste produced by aquatic organism make the water polluted. Next, write the only equation of a formation of ozone molecules. So O2, UV rays convert होगा O plus O. After O plus O2 will gives O3. Next, state the two important point of flow of energy in ecosystem. So how of energy is unidirectional and from producers to consumer in the ecosystem. Identify the producers and consume and the decomposer. तो प्रोड्यूसर आएगा ए, क्योंकि ए को ए में से बी भी एब्जॉर्ब करता है और ए में से सी भी एब्जॉर्ब करता है, तो प्रोड्यूसर हुआ. एंड डीकम्पोजर क्या होगा? बी, क्योंकि तीनों तीन देखो आफ्टर दैट बी पे आ जाते हैं, इसलिए मतलब बी आपका डीकम्पोजर होगा. नेक्स्ट, ऑब्जर्व द फॉलोइंग चार्ट एंड स्टेट द हाउ मच एनर्जी विल बी अवेलेबल टू सेकंड एंड थर्ड ट्रॉपिक लेवल. तो आएगा उसमें 100 जूल एनर्जी. तो एट द सेकंड ट्रॉपिक लेवल 1 जूल एंड द थर्ड ट्रॉपिक लेवल 0.1 जूल. नेक्स्ट, ये मैथ द फॉलोइंग है. आफ्टर नेक्स्ट, मैक्सिमम एनर्जी अवेलेबल एट द ट्रॉपिक लेवल, मैक्सिमम वेस्टेज ऑफ एनर्जी, तो कंज्यूमर लेवल. करेक्ट. नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन 33. आइडेंटिफाई मी. I am not a fit suit with the tropic level but even survive by the processing on the excretory substance as well as dead bodies available from each tropic level, जिसको बोला जाएगा decomposers. Find the mismatch pair and the return the correction. तो mismatch ecosystem, interaction between the physical factor and the physical factor of environment, correct, and biotic factor of environment. Next, which of the following biodegradable substance? तो spoil food, used tea leaves, torn clothes, waste paper, vegetable peels, etc. चलो guys, next question number 1 section B का, what are the problem caused by the non biodegradable waste that we generate? तो it causes biological magnification. They keep on accumulating in nature, causing pollution. Third, they prevent the growth of vegetation and when dumped go underground. Next point, they may be inert and simply persist in the environment for a long time and may harm various members of the ecosystem. Number 2, question number, what will happen if we kill all organism in the one tropic level? तो आंसर आएगा, if we kill all the organism in the one tropic level, then organism of next tropic level will not get food and the entire food chain get disturbed. All the organisms which are dependent on these are died. Second, on the other hand, organism at the lower tropic level will increasing in abundance. Due to this ecosystem will be imbalance. उसके बाद डिफरेंस बिटवीन बायोडिग्रेडेबल एंड नॉन बायोडिग्रेडेबल. तो उसमें फर्स्ट पॉइंट बायोडिग्रेडेबल का, द वेस्ट मटेरियल विच कैन बी ब्रोकन डाउन बाय द बायोलॉजिकल प्रोसेस इज कॉल्ड बायोडिग्रेडेबल. नॉन बायोडिग्रेडेबल में the waste material which cannot be broken down by the biological process are called a non-biodegradable. Second, इसमें biodegradable का, disposal of these can be done by the activity of decomposers and disposal cannot be activity by the decomposers. Example की बात करेंगे, fruit, peels, dead bodies, etc. Glass, plastic, polythene, etc. Give scientific reason. The trophic relation or relationship of organism occur in form of food webs. तो उसमें आंसर करेंगे इन नेचर ऑर्गेनिजम्स आर इंटरलिंक्ड फॉर फूड टू द फॉर्म फूड चेन अमॉन्ग द वेरियस इकोसिस्टम each one is having the definite food chain but single organism is never dependent only one organism for food. So trophic relationship for food can never be explained as straight chain. The individual involved in the food chain of one ecosystems are also linked with the food chains of other ecosystems. So trophic relations for feed do not operate in isolation but interlinked to form complex and not called a food web. Thus, the trophic relationship of organisms occur in the form of food web. Next question, question number 5. Why is damage to the ozone layer a cause of concern? What steps are being taken to limit this damage? तो उसका आंसर आएगा ओजोन लेयर एब्जॉर्ब अल्ट्रावायलेट रेडिएशन ऑफ द सन which is very harmful to living organisms. Damage to the ozone layer is a cause for concern because depletion of ozone layers allow harmful UV rays to reach the surface of the earth and which may lead to skin cancer, cataract, etc. To reduce the damage to the ozone layer, use of the chlorofluorocarbons has been minimized. In 1987, UNEP has passed an agreement to freeze CFC production at 1986 level, and this will protect the ozone layer and subsequent effect of radiation. Next question number 6. Write a short note on consumers. So these organisms which consume the food product either directly from the producers or indirectly by the feeding or other consumers, जिसको बोला जाएगा consumers. Example, non-chlorophyll heterotrophic organisms. Consumers can be divided into 4 categories: herbivorous, carnivorous, omnivorous and parasite. Herbivorous की बात करेंगे. They utilize the green plants and obtain their food. Cow example. Carnivorous, they utilize the other animals to obtain the food. Omnivorous, they utilize the both of the food as their food. Example, human. Parasite, they absorb the liquid nutrients directly from the host. Example, cascata. Question number 7. What are trophic level and give an example of a food chain and state the different trophic levels in it. तो उसका आंसर आएगा सक्सेसिव लेवल्स ऑफ न्यूरिशमेंट इन द फूड चेन आर नॉन एज ट्रॉपिक लेवल्स. इट्स सो ट्रांसफर ऑफ एनर्जी इन एन इकोसिस्टम. फूड चेन इज अ सिक्वेंशियल लिस्ट ऑफ प्रीडेटर रिलेशनशिप. मीन्स ग्रास को कौन खाएगा? माउस. माउस को स्नैक. स्नैक को हॉक. वो प्रोड्यूसर बोला जाएगा जिसको फर्स्ट ट्रॉपिक लेवल. माउस प्राइमरी कंज्यूमर. सेकंड ट्रॉपिक लेवल. स्नैक क्या आएगा? स्नैक कंज्यूमर, सेकेंडरी कंज्यूमर, उसको बोला जाएगा थर्ड ट्रॉपिक लेवल. एंड द हॉक टर्सरी कंज्यूमर, फोर्थ ट्रॉपिक लेवल. नेक्स्ट, आंसर द फॉलोइंग क्वेश्चन. गिव एनी 2 ways in which biodegradable substance would affect the environment. तो biodegradable substance get degraded by the microbial activities, releasing a simple component back to nature. This component help to sustain the life of other organism. Second number, give any 2 ways in which the non-biodegradable substance would affect the environment. तो उसका आंसर आएगा during the biodegradable such a substance as parasitic cause soil and water pollution. It may cause biological magnification. इसमें सेकंड पॉइंट, non-biodegradable substance block the function and ecosystem and they transfer the energy and element may stop. Section C, question number 1. State the main 6 points of explanation which are derived from the study of flow of energy in ecosystem. तो आंसर आएगा the green plant capture only about the 1% of energy from the total available solar energy में से and convert करेगा food में. Next, a large amount of energy is the lost as heat to the environment during the flow of energy from the one to next tropic level पे. Next point, compared to producers, consumer utilize the more energy. Next, continuous supply of energy is required for an ecosystem. And last, at every tropic level, organism utilize the energy for growth, reproduction, etc. And last, on average 10% of available energy get transferred from the one to next tropic level. Second is my question. Uncontrolled insecticide and the other chemicals are used in agriculture. So by which food sources such a chemical enter in our body? So by contaminated food such as the chemical enter in our body. State the name of problems formed by it and define. So foodborne disease unless is the name of problems formed by it. Define. Foodborne illness is any illness resulting from the spoilage of contaminated food. Pathogenic bacteria, viruses or parasites as well as toxins such as the poisonous mushrooms, etc. Next questions. What steps would you suggest to reduce the quantity of insecticide chemicals? To buy the organic and locally grown fruits and vegetables. Wash fruits and vegetables before eating. Grow your own produce. Next, and use a non-toxic method for controlling the insect in home and garden. Next question, answer the following. करेक्ट आंसर देना है, मतलब आंसर द फॉलोइंग क्वेश्चन फॉर द कॉन्सर्न adjoining energy pyramid. Which tropic level is the maximum number of organisms? Why? So maximum number of organisms are at the first tropic level because trees and shrubs are producers food and energy to another giraffe. Why number of secondary consumer less than herbivorous? Because secondary consumer obtain on energy from the tropic level of herbivorous. Last, why lion is placed at the top of the pyramid? Because lion is the higher carnivorous having population as shown in the pyramid. Clear? ओके स्टूडेंट्स, सो दैट्स यहाँ पे अपना वीडियो फिनिश होता है. वीडियो पसंद है वीडियो को लाइक और चैनल को सब्सक्राइब करना मत भूलना.